And welcome back to the Hot Lap. I hope you are all well. Not an update on his health because we don't really get too much, but we'll get into that in a bit. But I thought this was quite interesting on gpfans.com. Schumacher aide, he reveals why he refuses to provide a health update. And as you know, Micheal, the GOAT, the greatest of all time to many Formula One fans, Ferrari fans, obviously Schumacher fans, and you can make a very good argument. I mean, he's won 7 world championships, and at a time where there were potentially just 16 or 17 races a season, he ended up winning the most races in F1 until Hamilton came along. But when Hamilton was there were more races in a season as well. And no doubt, arguably one of Ferrari's greatest drivers. So this is from today on gpfans.com by Cal Gaunt. I probably got the name wrong. I'm so sorry, Cal. But Michael Schumacher's family lawyer has revealed why the 7-time world champion's health is a closely guarded secret, insisting that increased media attention would have a detrimental effect. Now, a 5-part documentary set for release in December is going to commemorate the 10th anniversary of that horrible skiing accident, and it hopefully will show fans a look at his journey to the pinnacle of Formula One. We did have that really, I felt it was quite good Schumacher documentary on Netflix back in 2021. Now, information regarding Schumacher's health has been heavily protected since he suffered the skiing accident with head injuries in the French Alps in 2013. And it says final update considered. Now, Felix Dam, the family's lawyer, has now addressed the media blackout, so to speak, concerning updates on Schumacher's condition. He said it has always been a matter of protecting private information. Of course, we've had a lot of discussions about how to do that. We also considered whether a final announcement about Michael's state of health could be the right way to go about it. But that wouldn't have been the end of it, and there would have had to be permanently updated water level reports. So I think what he's basically saying is if they gave one update on his health, they'd have to potentially give many updates on Michael's health because I guess he's saying water level reports as if what the water level is and it changes all the time. And would they then be under pressure to give updates on Michael's health all the time? He went on to say, because as a person affected, it is not in your hands to order the media to draw a line under the matter. The media could take up such a report again and again and ask, how does it look now? 1, 2, 3 months or years after the report. And if we then wanted to take action against this reporting, we would have to deal with the argument of voluntarily self-opening. So I think that's quite interesting, and we'll get into it a bit more, but I completely understand why the Schumacher family, despite I imagine that a lot of fans would love to know how their hero is, are very private about it. And this is from Schumacher Health Update. Where is Schumacher now? This is from this year, the 5th of November. The Ferrari legend, as we know, crashed during a skiing trip. It said sustained, it says here, traumatic brain injury. Okay, yep, we know that. And we know it says legendary Formula One career ended in 2013. Well, he'd already retired then. This is from the Express. And Mrs. Schumacher accepted the prestigious state prize of the North Rhine-Westphalia in July 2022, which recognised the driver's trailblazing career and gave a tearful update. And here we go. This is part of the, I think, Schumacher documentary. Hopefully, I'll be able to play it for you, and you should be able to hear it. There we go.
Ganz klar, dass Micheal mir jeden Tag fehlt. Und nicht nur mir. Denn die Kinder, die Familie, sein Vater, alle, die um ihn herum sind. Ich meine, jeder vermisst Micheal da. Aber Micheal ist ja da. So, anders. Aber er ist da und das gibt uns allen Kraft, finde ich.
And there we go. I mean, it is obviously very sad. And here's from the 8th of Jan. Sorrowful reason why Michael Schumacher health updates never came out to media. Another story here. Ever since Michael Schumacher had his horrific ski accident, he's been away from the media's gaze. And since then, he's been highly out of public view. Now, out of a limited set of people, his family, a few close friends, have only been able to meet him. And there's been stuff out in the media by I think his former manager Willie Webber saying not very nice things. I appreciate there's more than one side to every story, but I don't think there's those kind of like negative things. Bear in mind, this family obviously must have gone through a lot. I mean, ultimately, this is someone's son, this is someone's husband, this is someone's dad. So it said, meanwhile, in 2021, for the first time since the accident, Karina Schumacher talked about her husband's health in the Netflix documentary on the F1 legend. That was a clip we just saw. And she spoke about how he's doing and is still present in their lives. So it asks here on the sportwatch.com, why is Micheal Schumacher kept out of view? Now, over the years, Schumacher's wife, Karina, and manager Sabine Keim have perfectly managed to keep him out of everyone's eyes, but it wasn't their call. Keim revealed in 2016 why the Ferrari star always wanted to have it like this. He said, once in a long discussion, Micheal said to me, "You don't need to call me for next year. I'm disappearing." I think it was his secret dream to be able to do that someday. That's why now I still want to protect his wishes and I don't let anything out, said Keim. Now, in the Netflix documentary, Karina also discussed, it's also discussed why keeping a husband like this was necessary. She explained that Schumacher had protected his family from the media and maintained their privacy over the years. And when you think about it, kind of like Vettel and to a certain extent Max Verstappen, they are very private people. Schumacher, off the track, you really didn't know that much about him, did you? We didn't know much about him at all. But on the track, when he was on the track, we did find out quite a lot about him. So, when the most famous F1 name is not at its best, it's their responsibility, it says, to do the same for him. And in the documentary, she even said that her husband would have wanted things like this only. But as we know, the Schumacher legacy does continue in Mick Schumacher. It's just a really sad way how that the Formula 2 champion, how he went to Formula 1, and it'll be interesting when it comes out, how was he really treated at Haas? There's obviously a lot of stories there. But we're here obviously to talk about one of the GOATs, Micheal Schumacher. I don't have any issues with the family trying to keep it private. I appreciate there's lots of nosy people out there, and a lot of people would love to know how their hero, as I mentioned, is doing. But I think in respect to that, I completely understand why they do that. And she said, obviously, he's around, but he's different. So I guess it is sad, isn't it? But I just thought that piece of news was obviously quite interesting, and hopefully then people stop asking an update in relation to Micheal Schumacher until if also the family are going to ever be ready, because it will be 10 years obviously. I think this December, I believe it was December the 29th, and it's going to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to that documentary though, because I really enjoyed the Netflix one, and you had like some interviews which I didn't even which I wasn't even aware of, that were new to me. So that's going to be something at least to look forward to. So this has been the Hot Lap. Thank you very much, and we'll speak to you soon.